Fire is a massive thing for paperwork. So what did I do? Consolidated all of these folders. How many here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 folders, which basically took up a full section of a bookshelf, and I've consolidated them. You want to see what into? So I've consolidated all of those folders into this one fireproof bag. Apparently it's okay. When they say fireproof, you're talking more about heat resistant, not actually being fireproof, because obviously if you put this in a fire, I don't think it lasts very long, but it's getting a peace of mind. So let me open it. So it's got a flap in the top, then it's got this like, looks like a pizza bag, kind of, you know, keeping things warm. And then I've got, that's the brand. I'll put a link in the description, you want to check it out. But out of the ones that were available, there's a few cheap ones. This fireproof safe, like a proper combination safe. But I found this to be interesting. So here is what I have consolidated. How sorting them is got to be a bit of a mission. So watch this. Like basically a filing cabinet. Let me show you the full. Like, so you can basically put it on the table, just like so. And you've got different sections. This one's got 24 pockets. But you can see I've got stacks of papers in them. These are all documents that are very important. Let me see if I can show you a nice close-up. If I spin that around there, you'll see there's little tabs here, and you can put names for each one. So I've got things like bills, water bills, bank statements, extra documents, a will, lasting power of attorney, pension documents, life insurance documents. The other locations you've got separate, so you've got like one section there, you've got one section there. So it's important to separate these easily. So for example, if I had a query with my bill, I'll come into this bill section here. That's all my bills. So now I can put that to one side and then look through each month's bills. They normally advise, if you're keeping your own records for your personal like accounts, 6 years. So at any point you can have multiple 6 year, oh look at that, it's like an accordion, 6 years worth of paperwork. If you do that, it's less likely to fall over. So yeah, that's basically choosing an option to put everything in. So that's water done. So I can put that into the water section. They're colored different colors. Let me show you there. There's one little gripe I got with it though, because these are like that. When you fold them, it goes like this. Each pocket, when you open them, the pocket opens like that. So when you put a paper in on the ridge, it sticks out a bit. See that there? You probably can't see really well. So you have to like kind of give it a bit of a shake, and that should sort that out. So it'll go down. And here, that was those 6 or 7 folders. You can fit more in there. It's got a rubber band in the front. I've been looking for a solution for quite a long time, and I was like, you know what, that looks interesting. It looked like a bit of a gimmick on Amazon. I thought, will it work? But it's just the old school kind of idea of having a wallet which you can expand out. So in terms of documentation, why should you have this, and what's the important bit about having this? If these are all in one location, I can easily find the documents I need to find, and choosing a fireproof option is interesting. So first I looked at a safe, fireproof safe, and that was like, you know, who's gonna put a big safe in the house? That's as if you've got like millions of pounds worth of money or jewelry. These are just documents. So I need something kind of fireproof, rated as fireproof. I think it's 3000 degrees. I'll put the proper details up, so don't quote me on that in the description. But there's like 2 brands that make these, Pow, and there's another brand. And you can see in here there is quite a lot of space. So if you don't want to go extreme mode like what I did, you could even, I've got like a wallet with the USB drives in there, like UB keys and access keys. And if you wanted to just put your folder in there, you could even just put your folder straight in. So you can see there's one folder. I'm getting the big folder so you can see how that works. So I can put 2 folders in there. So you can see that there's 2 full binder thick ones in there, and that still holds them. You can zip that. So if you don't want to go down the route of organizing in that, you've got an option for putting 2 large folders. However, because this is like a safety zone, fireproof zone, ideally you want more stuff in there, and that's why I consolidated all those 6-7 folders into one. and then that one thing just goes straight into here. And I've still got space on the side. I can put another one of them in there. And then that obviously is more papers in there, and they're all in one place. So if I get a bill or get a query, or there's an audit and they ask you for documents, you can just pull that one thing out. Everything's in one place, nice and easy to use. The fireproof pocket is this one here, which is not really like a fireproof one, an extra pocket. I'm saying fireproof, I'm going to say heat resistant, because I don't think this is designed. I did some research online to find out how fireproof is this, and I saw a few people blowtorching it. I saw people pouring it in, but this is more designed like if it's in the center of your house, if there's a fire, the house gets very warm. This is less likely to burn or char the paper inside here, keeping the documents safe. It's as safe as you can be without going like extreme mode. And maintaining the system, so let's talk a little bit about how you can maintain the system of this. How it works is, when you get bills, you pay your bills, or however you do it. A lot of the stuff's online now, so you don't actually need physical copies, but sometimes if you're self-employed working for yourself, you may have receipts. You can file those away in here, and you've got a safety feature there. So the idea here is as simple as, okay, so today you've got to do some paperwork. Pull out the mini filing cabinet. Let me show you from the side. So it's like you're pulling out a drawer out of a metal, the metal filing cabinets. And then today's day is, I don't know, I'm checking my bank statements to see if my accounts match up with my expenses. So I pull out the banking section. Each month, if there's a new paper, I put it in that slot. You could even go as far as have a month each one of the, okay, you can have two of these. So have one for like your bills and have one for expenses, and put Jan, Feb, March, April, and then each year. And then as each year passes, put all the year together, put it in the back. Oh, lava lamp's gone. Do you see that? So yes, if that makes sense. So you're basically moving each year to the back, keeping the most recent year here. So you've got 6 years worth of documents all in one place, and you're ongoingly just maintaining them because the main thing is organization. It's a bit of a nightmare having multiple folders. I've done it for many years with the multiple folders, and it just takes up more space than it needs to. So now I'm being a bit more smart with my space and trying to consolidate everything. So this is a quick episode, just giving you an idea about, like, basic stuff that not many people talk about. And how much was it? I think I only paid £11 for this, so it's £10.99. Money well spent, because those folders, 6 of those folders will easily put me out of pocket about £25 if you get like good quality ones with the binders and the little push down thing. And also you get wallets you need to buy in there, whereas here I'm just keeping them in chunks, so it's quicker to access. In a folder you would have to, I will be getting a second one of these, because you'll notice here these are my receipts. So I've put all my paperwork and statements there, but the actual expense receipts are still in like separate wallets. So firstly you buy the folder, then you buy the wallets, then you buy a little like push down just to keep them in place so they don't move. And then obviously that's taking up more real estate on your shelf. So if you got multiples of those, whereas everything here is in one bag, I can keep in a central location, easily accessible in the case of a disaster. Because think about it, you never know. If you're at home, you can grab that one bag. You could put your passports in there, your birth certificates, all the important things as well, which are easy access, if that makes sense. And just keep them in a spot where they're safe. So maybe behind a locked door. If you have an understair cabinet, understair, what's it called? Understair, like, cubby? It's the extra storage space you have understairs. If you have a lock on that, or a combination lock, or a fingerprint lock, and then have this inside there. So it's not somewhere where anybody can take it. But the zips have got a little ring that, so like the honest thief kind of honest thief, it stops the honest thief. So hopefully this gives you an idea. This is a ongoing series that I'm doing just around working for yourself. Keep an eye out on the other videos, and I'll see you on the next episode.